John Valentine, and I'm
Excavation.
I can't actually hear you. Can you come up to the microphone?
I'd like to reserve all my rights before I enter the ship.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I'd like to reserve all my rights before I enter.
What does that mean?
I'm just reserving all my human rights. Is there a problem with that?
I don't know what it means. So I don't
That
know
I'm
if there's a
reserving
problem.
my rights, all my human rights. That name in all caps, no to the corporation.
I still can't hear you very well. That's the problem with the microphone. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm sorry, and I'm also sick, so I have a problem hearing.
Okay, well then we may not be able to talk to each other. All right.
Okay. I come to make a special appearance in propria persona. The name in all caps that you have, no to the corporation.
All right, so you're making your appearance. That's
So
fine.
are you charging me or are you charging the corporation?
I'm charging a person who goes by the name of Gilbert John Valentine.
Persons are of two kinds. Have you received my affidavit?
I can't understand what you're saying.
Persons are of two kinds, natural and artificial.
I've read all the paperwork you submitted.
Okay, so then you know that governments define persons distinctly, and within every government is an artificial person. So who are you charging? Before.
I'm not going to use that particular language. If you have a driver's license, which I understand you do.
That denotes a corporation. That's not me. I was forced to
If
do
you
that.
interrupt me, we will stop. Gilbert John Valentine with a driver's license number that I'm not going to read aloud in open court. And that is the person I'm charging. And I'm not charging you. The system is charging you.
What system?
Are you ready to go forward?
What system? Are you talking about state of California?
That's where you are. You're at the
State of California is a corporation, so unless the prosecutor can rebut anything, then I hereby dismiss this matter with prejudice. For the record.
Dismiss the matter you may, but I have to have you enter a plea.
Well, I'm not making any plea when there's no indictment papers here against me.
Are you willing to confirm your birthday for me?
I don't know when that was. I wasn't there. I can't remember that.
All right. I'm going to show that our records have it as July the 29th, 1986.
That's what I've been told. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not
going
positive.
to also put on the record that the Fontana Police Department issued this citation to a person by the name of Gilbert John Valentine. I am going to go ahead and read the license number. Well, the license ends in 532, and it was issued on August 14th of this year. The charges, number one, is under the Vehicle Code Section 21703, and the charge was following too close to another vehicle. The second charge was under Vehicle Code Section 21650, and the charge was a failure to drive on the correct side of the road. Do you want to enter pleas to those charges?
I don't have a contract with the state of California or the police
If you're
department.
unwilling to enter your own plea, then what I'm going to do by law is to enter a not guilty plea for you.
Well, let the record show that you just said I am not guilty, so therefore this case should be dismissed.
Well, I'm showing you're entering a not guilty plea.
I didn't enter any plea. You're entering the plea for me, so therefore you're practicing law
I'm
from the bench.
entering it for you, then
Are you going to practice law from the bench?
I'm not practicing law at all.
Well, you're sitting there entering a not guilty plea on the behalf of the corporation Gilbert John Valentine Jr.
I
It's
don't
not
know
me.
that there is a
Do you need my name correction?
all right.
I have a name correction if you'd like to review
John
that.
Valentine Jr. continues to interrupt me.
That's not my name.
Well, okay. The person standing before me
Name correction?
continues to interrupt me, and I am not going to put up. I've given you an opportunity to talk, and what has to go forward from this point is a plea to the charges. My job is to make sure, above all things, that I protect your rights. So, if you will not enter your own plea, I will enter the not guilty plea on your behalf as a protection to you and set the case for trial on another day. Do you have anything you want to say particularly about that?
Well, I object to that.
All right.
I want this matter dismissed.
Your objection is noted, and your request for dismissal is denied.
Well, on who?
I'm entering a not guilty plea. Now, I'm going to set the case for trial. You may choose a date or not.
I want a trial by jury.
The 2 dates available are January the 13th, 2016, January the 1st, 2016.
I was for a trial by jury.
You're not entitled to a trial by jury on.
Who is it?
Well, the person who just said, I want a trial by jury is not entitled to a trial by jury on a traffic citation and traffic. Therefore,
There must be a bona fide contract. So where's the bona fide contract?
the state you want,
Can you produce a bona fide contract that I have with the
I
state of
have no
California
idea
or the
what
Department of
that
Motor
bona fide
Vehicles?
contract.
Do you have
Mr. Valentine?
delegation of
Trial.
authority order signed by Congress to prove that you're a judge? Are you an Article 3 judge?
I can go to January 30th.
Jurisdiction has been challenged and you have not proven jurisdiction. So until you've proven jurisdiction, no, I object for the record, until you prove jurisdiction and you have a delegation of authority order signed by Congress, and I hereby dismiss this matter altogether with prejudice. Have a nice day. I object. Objection.
8 o'clock a.m.
Objection.
Object. I will hear all the objections to the record. 8 o'clock in the morning, January the 13th. I will be back in this courtroom. That's Department 3. If you choose to take the paperwork that we make available to you, it will tell you the date and the time when you have to appear.
Objection. Article 1, Section 3 of the State of California Constitution. The State of California is an inseparable part of American Union, and the Constitution of the United States is the supreme law of the land. Article 3, Section 1 of the United States Republic Constitution. Section 1. The judicial power of the United States shall be vested in the Supreme Court and in such inferior courts as Congress may from time to time ordain and establish. The judge both of the Supreme and inferior courts shall hold their offices during good behavior and shall at stated times receive of their service a compensation which shall not be diminished during their continuance. And this,
Thank you.
you're denying me due process of law
And I'm doing that now.
by not providing me that proof that you have delegation of authority order signed by Congress.
All right, I will only say that all of the actions I'm taking are in accordance with California law, and there are no violations of your constitutional rights. And we're finished.
Gibbons versus
And I will, no,
Gibbons versus Ogun. Persons are not the subject of commerce,
Mr.
and not
Valentine,
being imported
Mr.
goods.
Valentine.
They do not fall within the meaning founded upon Constitution of a power given to Congress to regulate commerce and the prohibition of the states for imposing a duty on imported goods.
Mr. Valentine,
Penhollow versus
we're
Dolan.
finished.
Administrators
I'm going to
define
ask my
governments
bailiff to
distinctly.
escort you out of
Governments
the
are
courtroom, and your
corporations,
paperwork will be
in as
provided
much
to you.
as every government is an artificial person, an abstraction,
Sir.
a creation of the mind only. Governments cannot deal only with
Good.
artificial persons.
You want to bring it out, I'll bring it out to you.
That's fine.